Are you looking for some motivation? For some pick-me-up? Enlightenment? For some fun, frivolity? Then you've come to the right place. My name's Donato and welcome to today's Daily Show. And in today's Daily Show, I'll be talking about stuff. That's right. Cue me drinking some tea. Oh, yes. Good morning, guten tag, boreda, bonjour, buongiorno, buenos dias, salem, bom dia, and have I missed any languages there? Good day to you. I did throw in the salem. Thank you for Sedat Kurtulus, who mentioned that was one way of saying good morning in his particular language. And bom dia, obviously, to all my Portuguese-speaking friends out there in Brazil, and obviously in Portugal as well. But wherever you are in the world, a very warm welcome to you. Yes, my name is Donato, aka The Running Guru. This is The Running Guru Show. Yes, on Monday. What date is it today? Monday, it says 78% charged. Monday, the 28th of January. And what a fine day it is today. So for those of you who watched yesterday's vlog, today is the day after my long run day. And I'm pleased to say that legs are feeling good. And I even went for an early morning spin class at the gym. Yeah, spin class. So whilst it's a rest day, I thought it was only a quick half-hour one, so don't worry, guys. And also, I need to stress, if you are new here, and this is a bit of a little caveat, I always give out some public health warnings that don't try and replicate everything that I do. I'm just talking about what I do. Just because I do it may not work for you all. So it may work, it may help. But someone did mention, obviously today, normally Monday is my rest day, and going for a spin class isn't exactly a lot of rest. So it's a bit of an active recovery and just see how I feel. And also with it, the beauty of being in a spin class, I can push as hard or as little as I want, and I can just sit there and pedal along. But it was good fun. So that was me on my Monday morning. So a very warm welcome. And if you are new here, then do please consider subscribing and give it a thumbs up, because there's going to be some fun and action and frivolity coming this week. In particular, on Wednesday, I'll be having a special live show. So if you click on that subscribe button and tick on the little bell, you know, the ding-a-ling-a-ling little bell, and that'll give you a notification that we're going live. And also when I post and publish all my new stuff. Yeah, I said I'm going to be talking about stuff. Monday, it's Monday Motivation Monday, whatever you want to call it. But my question to you guys is, keeping this open, is what motivates you? We're all motivated in different ways, and some people like the nice, happy, fluffy, clappy stuff that motivates you. And often you'll hear the phrase that do people do people want to hear what they want to hear or what they need to hear? So this channel, and looking at the comments from you guys, and I gotta say a big thank you to everybody who commented on my long run and the views that I had whilst I was doing my long run. If you've not seen it, click on the link above there and watch my long run. It was incredibly windy and cold, and I'll go through some of the temperatures around the world that people told me. It wasn't that cold, but the wind was pretty tough. And I talk about going out on time for beginners, and I always try and look at help at beginners. I still regard myself as a bit of a beginner, irrespective of the times that I'm running my marathons. Although I'm getting a bit thirsty here. Yeah, so a lot of it is directed at beginners, and some people did comment that you know, as you get more experienced, that it does become about training to distance. But as a beginner, it should be time on feet. And I mentioned the bit about Jack Daniels, the prolific coach, where he talks about who coaches a lot of beginners and charity runners not to be on their feet for more than 2.5 hours. I think for some people they say 3 hours, but it's around there. Certainly not 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, which we see an awful lot of people out there. And there are some training plans out there which are quite scary, where they tell beginners to go out and run for 20 miles, which if they said that to me, I would have told you, hasta la vista, baby, goodbye. I ain't doing no marathon training for me. So marathon training, yeah. And as I say, you guys are kind of people, my impression is you're the kind of people who like to hear what you need to hear as opposed to what you want to hear. Am I right? Leave some comments below. Are you the kind of people that you hear what you need to hear or what you want to hear? So it's two different things. And for me, I certainly, maybe it's my Italian heritage, European background, and speaking to a lot of my European friends as opposed to my Anglo-Saxon friends, a lot of the Europeans do tend to say it how it is. Yeah, we don't hold back. We do say it how it is, and we don't mean to offend or anything like that. We just say it how it is. Yeah. Now I work a lot around different countries in and around Europe, and yeah, I won't mention the B word, exit. Yeah, I did just say exit. I didn't go, yeah, so I'll keep the B word out of it. But it does open up lots of debates and things, and how people talk and what they progress and so on and so forth. But the motivation thing is, and the comments that were left about the long runs is, I still get people, as I said, it's pretty scary that there's training plans out there and people advocate for beginners to go out and run 20 miles because they believe that that will give them the confidence to do the 26.2. Whilst that seems very rational and very reasonable, it's, how can I put this, not very wise. Because when we're going out on the long runs, and as I was saying yesterday, there was a lot of things where I had said it, but it was too windy for you to hear, so I'll just put lovely music over it. But one of the key things that I was saying is the thing with a long run, or for any type of running, and tomorrow on Tuesday I'll be talking about injuries and what can cause injuries. And one of the things on the long run is when you start getting tired and fatigue and you're losing your form, that in itself can start bringing injuries. And I've seen all sorts of misinformation on the internet. Whilst there's some good info out there, there's all sorts of misinformation. I mean, they're talking about you get certain injuries because you heel strike. You know, heel strikers get injuries, which is nonsense. You know, it's not about how the foot hits, it's where the foot hits. And they were saying that you should be forefoot striking. For marathon running, you have to be forefoot striking. Sounds a bit bonkers to me. I don't know what you think. I've yet to see any elite marathon runner forefoot strike for the whole 26.2 miles. Yeah, has anyone seen that? Forefoot strike, that's on the toe, not midfoot, which is landing in the middle, on the toe. So yeah, there's all sorts of misinformation out there. It's pretty scary, really. But what I was trying to say is that marathon running in itself, and I'm keeping it real, it can be dull, it can be boring, it can be repetitive, but that's what gets you to be a top endurance runner. If you want to be the best of your own ability, and that's why we're training, we want to get to the beginning of our first marathon as best as we can, as fit as we can, and enjoy that, yeah, not to get there broken or injured in any way. So we want to get out there and enjoy it. And I just need to check that I am getting sound still, because obviously the sound can sometimes disappear, as did before. So I just want to check everything's working fine here, and it looks like it's working fine. Can you still hear me? Yeah, give it a thumbs up. So as I was saying, the question to you guys is, what motivates you? Yeah, what motivates you? What keeps you motivated? What helps in terms of your motivation? I know some of you have said that they come looking at this channel for some motivation, inspiration, fitspiration and all that type of stuff, which is very flattering and very good to know that I am helping people out there in some way. And I've got to say that yesterday's long run, whilst it was cold and windy, I did feel for a lot of guys who commented back on the old social meds. And you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Running Guru. And I did feel for Terry up over on Merseyside in England, and he said on his long run yesterday he was being sandblasted. The wind was so strong the sand was blowing across him, and yeah, that was pretty bad. But I think the guy who gets the award, and as I say, I do have global listeners, so in some parts of the world it may be pretty humid and hot for you, but there's another part of the world, Greg over in where is it? Northern Ontario, Canada. He said he waited for it to warm up to a minus 22.9 degrees Celsius. Wow, Greg. Jeez. So he said in terms of his training, he adapts his training, because I was talking about, is it training about being on your feet or doing distance? And he says that in the warmer months he trains more by distance, whereas when it's cold it's about time on your feet. So I'm guessing, Greg, when it's cold you tend to slow the pace down so you're on your feet for, could be for longer to do the same distances. So that's how I understood that. So yeah, minus 22.9 degrees Celsius. Oh, so for all my European and UK friends, I mean, that's pretty cold. Yeah, so yesterday it makes us realise that actually it's pretty warm when it's only minus 1 Celsius or plus 1 Celsius. So yeah, food for thought there. So yes, as I was saying, thank you so much for everybody's comments. And yeah, I did mention that there's going to be a few things happening. Itchy beard. There's a few things happening this week. Tomorrow I mentioned Tuesday. So before I jump into that, yeah, you can tell there's not really any script here or auto cues, unlike some TV and media social people. This is just straight off the top of my nonce. So Tuesday, tomorrow, I'll be talking about injuries and how to reduce them, help them. I'd love to hear your thoughts regarding injuries as well as in terms of motivation for the Monday motivation. So what are your thoughts on reducing risks of injuries, what causes injuries, all that type of stuff. So I'll be talking about tomorrow because it is Transformation Tuesday and we like to transform ourselves into fitter, stronger, faster runners, don't we? Yeah? And then Wednesday, as I said, we'll be having an epic, tech allowing, we'll be having an epic live session never seen before on the YouTubes. So I'm very much looking forward to that here on this channel, the Running Guru Show. Yes, for the, I don't know if to do whether I've got time and the work schedules, whether I'll be able to do the daily vlog or whether the live one will be part of the daily vlog, but we'll be covering some really good hints and tips. And I say that's tech permitting, because sometimes tech can let us down, can't it? Yeah, but so that's it really for me. For today on this wonderful Monday. I hope you've enjoyed this in some way, and I really love to hear your comments, thoughts on, as I said, for motivation, what motivates us. And for me, there's all sorts of things that motivate me, and one thing that really helps keep me motivated is your comments down here below. That's right, when I read those comments, and I do read everybody's comments and comment back, and I did see a comment from one of my Welsh friends. I say Welsh friends, it's social media, I've never met the guy. Ginger Ale Trainer, and who went out on a long run yesterday from Caerphilly Castle. What a beautiful castle that is. And for those of you around the world who don't know where Wales is a principality which forms part of the United Kingdom. And so yeah, Wales is a beautiful country. There's many castles out there. Someone did comment on castles. And next week I will be out in Wales. Yay! Wales. So bore da, Cymru am beef and sut ma tywydd heddiw. So for those of you who don't speak Welsh, that last comment was, what's the weather like with you today? I think did I pronounce that correctly for all my Welsh friends? Yeah, sut ma tywydd heddiw. I've not got it written down. I remember it from my Welsh classes from all those years ago. Yes, I did live and study out in Wales. I think I was out there for about 8-9 years. So I feel sort of part Welsh. So now that I'm going back to Wales next week, I'm very much looking forward to that. So, and hopefully you'll get some pictures and views and sights and sounds of Wales as well. And if you watch Harry Run's vlog, Harry runs over in Vietnam. I think Harry is Welsh. He's one of the best trail runners in the world, and he's a great Welsh athlete, fantastic lad. I say lad, he's considerably younger to be, you know, so yes. And what more can I say? Monday. Enjoy your Monday, or if you've seen this on Tuesday, whatever day it is, I hope you're having a great day. And to all my Canadian friends, yes, I know you're not all Maple Leaf fans, but this is one of my I nearly said Welsh. One of my Canadian tops. I might pick up a Welsh top when I'm out there. So yeah, this is something I picked up when I was out in Canada all those years ago. And I enjoyed going out there. It's fantastic people. I love it. I mean, I've loved all the countries that I've travelled to, but there's something special about Canada, as there is something special about Wales. That's why I'm going back to Wales next week. So I'm very much looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, Tuesday the. See, when you press these phones, it says tomorrow, Tuesday the 29th of January. We'll be talking about injuries and risk prevention and all that type of stuff. So thank you all so much for taking the time to watch this. I hope you enjoyed it and find it informative in some way, and it uplifts you in some way, gives you some form of motivation, inspiration. So yes, wherever you are, whatever you do, keep smiling, keep loving, and keep drinking tea. Thank you all so much. See you tomorrow. Peace out. Yeah, I gotta press that button up.